What's cracking, fellas? It's Vega. Today we're back with a continuation of the series of albums that are close to my heart. I started with Arizona Baby by Kevin Abstract, so this one's a little bit different.
Future and editing Vega here, and I actually filmed this one and was going to post it before the Iridescence videos, so when I say Arizona Baby, I mean that and Iridescence.
Like, Arizona Baby was very, about the content. This album is more like the connection I have to a lot of memories in the time that this album came out. This one is going to be about Wolf by Tyler, the Creator, which I think is absolutely a fucking classic album. So Wolf came out when I was a sophomore in high school. In that span of time, I was hanging out at my friend Lexi's house, a lot. We literally would hang out all the time. She lived 5 minutes away from me. So we would chill all the time. And she's the reason I found Tyler in the first place, because she was always into the weirder music. We would hang out and she would put me on to all this dope ass music. And Tyler was in that list. It was Tyler and Earl and all the Odd Future people. We had been into Tyler for a couple years. And Wolf came out. Goblin had already been out by the time we had kind of figured out who Tyler was. And so this was the first release of his that I was actually really into him for. We would go to Lexi's house, hang out there, and just play on the Xbox and talk to people on there and kind of just hang out. And either her dad would order us pizza or he'd make us these zany foods. And we'd just laugh together. We'd watch shitty horror movies or shitty B movies. And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia was one of our staple shows there for a minute. And we would listen to Tyler in her room, which it's funny because she had her bedroom and then she had this walk-in closet area. We'd literally go into the closet with this standing speaker and listen to Tyler because her parents were not down. So we would go in her room and talk about Tyler and be he's so fucking dope. I love what he's doing. And we'd listen to Tyler and listen to all the other weird music that we were into at the time. And it's just one of those albums that's really connected to the better times of high school, because high school was trash. High school was not good, but this album was definitely part of my highlight reel of that time in my life, because we would hang out and just have a good time, shoot the shit, stay up till 5 a.m, fucking making cutouts of old magazines and stuff. Just very good memories. I shit that makes me real happy. I looking back on that stuff, and I always think of this album when I think back to that. So it's a big nostalgia thing, but also the album is so good. I listened back to it again last night, and then right before I started filming this, I listened back and I was damn, I forgot how good this is. But since it's an older album, it's not constantly on my rotation. Highlight songs for me, I Fucking Hate You was my angsty teenage song for that period of my life, going through that boy crazy phase. And I would listen to I Fucking Hate You and be boys don't like me. Be even though I never tried to talk to boys. But that was my angsty song. And it's funny because I listen back to it now and I just think it's so hilarious. And Party Isn't Over, Campfire, Beamer is one of my top songs. It's over 5 minutes. And it has been for fucking ever. I will absolutely never skip that song. It comes on, I'm okay.
I'm editing, and I realized that I just completely skimmed over and I talked about 2 songs, but I also wanted to give a mention to Tree Home 95, which I really just listened to it again and was shit, wow, he didn't have to do all that, but he did it. And then 48 has been one of my favorite Tyler songs of all time for as long as I can fucking remember, and just wanted to put that in. So this is gonna be an interruption from editing me back into the regular footage.
The concept of this album was super sick to me, the whole Camp Flog Gnaw kind of thematic thing. I always thought it was super cool. I associate that album with so many like nice times in my life. It's such like a reminiscent thing. Every time I hear it, I just think, oh, like I'm back at Lexi's house. We're sitting in her game room. We're like messing around. We're just like being dumb teenagers, like laughing and having a good time. And like watching Loiter Squad together, you know, all that shit. It's just good shit. But yeah, Wolf has always been a solid album to me, and it means something to me in that realm of my life of being like 14, 15 and like low-key being miserable, you know, and like finding all those good moments in that weird period of my life were all associated with that type of music, and specifically Wolf and like the Odd Future era, because we were really into that shit. We were like, kill people, burn shit, fuck school, you know? It's funny too, because in 2013, like, me and Lexi were like, he's revolutionary, like, he's changing shit, like, he's so cool and so different and all that stuff. And then you see him now, and he's literally like, to me at least, Tyler's like a voice in our generation, because he's doing everything. He's doing scoring movies, doing fashion, doing music, doing TV. Like, he started a whole fucking trend. And literally, he started the trend of people wanting to, like, form groups or start music in general. Like, if you look at people that are between, like, 16, 17, and, like, 26, if you look at them and you ask them, like, where their influences come from, Tyler, Odd Future, like, Brockhampton, Rico Nasty. I could name a lot more, but those are the first two that, like, came to mind that were quick. But, like, if you look back, that's what you see. Like, he's made such an imprint on the industry in multiple different lanes, not just music. And he has, like, the second biggest festival. I think that's all I want to say. This one was a little bit messy. Thank you for listening. And if you listened for this long, I don't know where the fuck you did that, but, like, tight. Thank you. I'll be back next week with something else. Peace out.